Every week, the Xfinity Editors pick the TV show, movie, or special event they are most excited about right now. This week, we kick things off with Sammy. Sammy, what do you got for us?
All right. My pick for this week is not New Girl, but I am not sure that I've talked about New Girl yet on this show. So I probably have not talked about my love for Jake Johnson yet, which means that it's time that I do. I am extremely excited about his new movie and directorial debut, Self-Reliance. Self-Reliance is a thriller comedy that Jake Johnson, has described as a choose-your-own adventure, following a guy participating in a game show where he can win $1 million if he stays alive, while a series of other people are trying to kill him throughout his daily life. He can only be killed while he's alone, and he soon learns that most of his loved ones don't believe that the situation is real. And it sounds like maybe the viewer doesn't really know the truth either. Hence the sort of choose your own adventure, you're not sure who to believe with. The film also stars Anna Kendrick, Wayne Brady, Andy Samberg, Christopher Lloyd, and Gada. So a really wide range of cast members. It's been kept pretty low-key, but the plot and the cast are really intriguing to me, and I'll just support anything that Jake Johnson is in, especially what he's directing for the first time, which is really exciting. And something about a thriller comedy is really interesting to me. The plot sort of sounds like a little bit like Squid Games, but also funny. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one I'm super excited about.
That plot sounds amazing. I love that. And also, and I can't remember, I've probably mentioned this to you. I've interviewed Jake a couple times, and he's the nicest guy. Like, he's just such a good dude. And both times were actually in Philly. He came, and I had gotten this from New Girl, the swear jar. I forget what it's specifically called.
Oh, for Schmidt,
But I got that as like swag from Fox, and I brought it for him, and he autographed it. And this was before I knew you, Sammy, and I gave it away to someone. Otherwise, I would have saved it for you.
Yeah.
But then another time was for the movie Let's Be Cops, and we did the interview at that German place, Brew.
Brew.
Brew. Yep. This is very specific for people who are not in Philadelphia. But anyway, we sat there at this large wooden table at Brew. It's like a German beer house, and did the interview there. And again, the nicest dude, so down to earth.
Oh, I love hearing that, because I'm also a big fan of Jake. Nicholas Pepperwood, or no, not Nicholas, Julius Pepperwood, right? Sammy? Pepperwood. So the plot sounds amazing. I can't wait to see it. I wish I could find more now. But I guess I'll just have to wait. Yeah.
Can't wait. Nicole, what are you excited about?
All right. I am picking The Changeling on Apple TV Plus, premiering September 8th. It's a fantasy horror show starring Lakeith Steinfeld, who we all know can handle horror. But let's take a look at the clip.
When I got there, there was a lake there, a lagoon. They told me not to go, but I didn't listen. She told me I had 3 wishes. When it falls off my wrist, those 3 wishes will come true. Do not cut it.
Emma, with me, all 3 of your wishes will come true.
Don't know why.
Would you even know?
There's no sun up in the sky.
If you crossed into a fairy tale.
Lakeith is another actor I will follow everywhere. He's proven that he can handle comedy, horror, drama, romance, and now fantasy. So I'm very much in. And based on this trailer, we know he's trying to save his wife and his son. So undoubtedly, there will be a lot of twists and turns and magic, per se. Perfect for fall, perfect for spooky weather coming up. Definitely worth a watch. You guys, have you heard of this? Are you also fans of Lakeith as much as I am?
This one looks spooky, man.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Apple does fantasy and sci-fi really, really well. It just always looks really expensive, and this one looks to be the same. This one got me, the trailer especially.
Yeah.
I also really love Lakeith. Lakeith.
Yeah, am I saying it right? I'm probably saying it right.
I don't know. But I really enjoy him too, and I believe the first time I saw him, he was in Death Note, I think, on Netflix, maybe. But then, what was the movie you just said? The big one.
Oh, I mean, he does horror with like Jordan Peele. He was in Get Out.
Get Out, that's it. Yeah, and Get Out, and he very is much a chameleon in the sense that he can do horror, drama, comedy, all really, really well.
Yep.
And I get the sense, because I don't know why I saw him at Comic-Con and I thought it was for Death Note, but I know he has a lot of fun with his roles, and he is also very unique in his fashion. Like, the dude is an artist. And I always admire that about actors, and he's a unique dude.
For sure, definitely.
So the show I'm most excited about this week is the all-new Walking Dead spin-off series, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, which premieres this Sunday, September 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern on AMC. The show follows the beloved Norman Reedus character as he literally washes ashore in France and is soon tasked with protecting a child at the center of a religious movement. Thanks to our friends at AMC, we are excited to present an exclusive look at the first 3 minutes of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season and series premiere. Let's check it out.
At sea, hoping to stay ahead of this thing. Circle Spain. Nowhere safe. We'll try Marseille next. Maybe the south of France is good. There's got to be a safe place somewhere.
I think it looks great, honestly.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Yeah, seriously. The series co-stars Clemence Posey, who is best known to most as Who, Nicole?
Oh God, you're putting me in the spot.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fleur Delacour in the Harry Potter series. A resident Harry Potter person.
Oh God, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
She plays a nun in this, and I when I was looking at the trailer, I saw her face. I'm like, how do I know her? What is she from? Fleur Delacour. It is exciting to see The Walking Dead move on to some new locations with these recent spin-offs, with Dead City going to New York, and this series taking place in Europe or France. And I think the European aesthetic is particularly refreshing here after spending like so long in the woods in The Walking Dead. The plot also offers shades of The Mandalorian and The Last of Us in terms of focusing on a grizzled man who has to escort a special child to safety in a dangerous land. But I'm all here for it because those shows were great too. And Norman Reedus is obviously just awesome and essentially just playing himself, which is fun. Neither of you are Walking Dead fans, right?
No, I kind of fell off the bandwagon when Glenn died. Sorry, spoiler, but it really broke my heart. I mean, but I'm glad that Daryl's doing well. It seems like he's on a trip to Europe. I really hope he picks up some French. I would love to hear Norman Reedus do some French accent. But I am kind of curious as to how he ended up there, so I may have to tune in.
Yeah, he like kind of has a little bit of amnesia. He just washes up on this boat, and when last we saw him in The Walking Dead, he was riding off into the sunset on a horse, I believe. And so I think we will get some backstory in terms of how he washed all the way across the ocean, like literally from America to France, which should be an interesting story.
Gotta figure that one out.
Yeah, I also have not watched or I'm not up to date on Walking Dead, but I do feel like I can jump into this without having seen everything else. Like I just watched this and I'm in. Like I want to know what happens next. So I think if you haven't watched The Walking Dead, you can still give this a shot because it feels like it'll be its own standalone story, and there will be at least one, from what I've read, cameo from an original Walking Dead cast member. But otherwise, all new people. You can check out all the stuff we just talked about and so much more simply by saying what to watch into your voice remote.